Om Shanti, very good morning to everyone. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sister Aruna. Lovely to
Hi.
see you.
Yes,
How are
wonderful.
you?
Wonderful.
How are you
to be
keeping?
with you. Yes, I'm very well. Wonderful,
good.
wonderful to be with you this morning.
You bring sunshine into our lives.
Thank
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Om
Sister.
Shanti.
Om
Lovely to
Shanti.
see you.
Yes, great to see you. Yes, I think we're all working together to bring this sunshine into our life. As Sister Lakshmi is saying, that this journey of really getting to know who we are, realizing how this whole mechanics of our life, the soul is operating, understanding, experiencing, and exploring the different facets of our life that allows there to be this constant sunshine, this brightness, that we don't allow those circumstances and situations that are happening around us, that are happening with people, to pull us down, because we have come to that realization that we can choose how we respond, isn't it? This is such a beautiful journey, this journey of really gathering the wisdom that is laden within the soul, that we give ourselves that opportunity to really turn within, spend time with the self, and really understand the self better, know who I am, then I know what to do. Connecting to my qualities, my virtues, and in every situation, in every circumstances, whatever the problem, whatever the issue is, we have the solution. So we need to give ourselves time and an opportunity to really go deep within and to understand, to unveil this wisdom that is sitting in, because that wisdom then helps us to heal. That wisdom helps us to move forward. It comforts our heart, really gives us that opportunity to bring joy and happiness and love to the world, instead of this negative thinking and anger. So I'm really enjoying the mornings, starting with exploring the video clip, and then just going into a conversation. So let's take a listen to today's clip, and we can then have time to share and have a little conversation. Thank you, Danielle.
I want to start from not just hopelessness, but just the whole subject of anger. And I remember a situation in which I used to feel helpless and I used to cry, but then there came a moment when I actually felt anger, which was, the helplessness was part of it, but then it was an actual very strong manifestation of anger. And it caused a very deep reaction of burden within myself, because I could see that I had caused a lot of sorrow for another. And at that moment, I decided that I mustn't allow this reaction to carry on. And I began to work on myself, seeing the impact that my anger had on another, and how difficult it was to continue in that relationship because of my anger. And I knew that I had to make a shift. And so I started working on myself, and rather than reacting, first step was just to stop the external reaction and connect with the inner peace that I know I have within. But the second step was that it mustn't just be stopping the external reaction, because that suppression actually can lead to depression also. And so I had to change my way of thinking. And instead of thinking that I am right, I had to start thinking, well, this is also right, this is also right, and this is also right. And so my horizon shifted, and I could see that there could be many, many different perspectives of the same story, and anger was being resolved very gradually.
Thank you. Yes, a beautiful clip by Sister Genti, and I really took so much from understanding that when we are in a situation and this anger arises, that we really need to look deep within ourselves. And this is where I recently also have been listening, going through this aspect of listening to myself. And when I started experiencing this irritation and anger, yes, anger towards the situation or the person, I was thinking, now, where did this come from? And listening to myself and really journeying deep within myself and just really uncovering that it's because the issue was with me. I wanted this to be this way because this way is the right way, or I wanted to be in control of this particular way in which things were done. And so slowly I started restoring this feeling within me of anger, and just by listening, by taking time and reflecting and really journeying deep within me to really understand and diffuse this situation of anger. And I really just, when Sister Genti shared about her own personal journey, that by, instead of reacting, but just going inside internally and really checking the self off to see where the root of the issue is. Generally, we do keep blaming other people. We blame situations, and then we say, you made me angry because you did this, and the situation or the circumstances, they determined my state of anger and my reaction. So this wonderful journey that we are on of really truly understanding deep within me of who I really am, the soul, and uncovering these wonderful qualities that are within me. And when I start to understand them and explore them and experiment with them, there's that process of healing that I feel that starts to take place. I heal my heart, I heal my mind. I start to, as I internalize, I start to check the quality of my thoughts and the powerful energy and vibration that starts to change my thought patterns, becoming more peaceful, becoming more powerful, calm, non-violent. And I really just understand that very much, is that when we act and react in an angry way, we are really being violent towards ourselves. So if we love ourselves and we respect ourselves, then our reaction would not be in that angry way, because we're causing ourselves harm. So this response that happens when we are faced with situations that does cause us to become angry, the response is that I've started connecting internally and understanding the situation. So I've stepped away. So where there is a situation of anger, I step inside of myself, start to think about these things, the wisdom, the knowledge we have within us to really diffuse the situation, to understand it, and then from that point, we are able to respond. So are there any thoughts, any comments that any of you would like to share, something that you have picked up?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Very profound words from Sister Jayanti. To see perspectives from different angles. And I guess what I saw clearly was the humility and her clear sense of dropping her ego to realize what was really the essence of the problem that she was encountering at the time. So that was something that was really striking to me. And I couldn't but help pick up a book here that's, yellowing around the edges. And it's a book by Stephen Covey, most of us know, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I'm looking at this diagram on page 71, where it says, between the stimulus and the response, we have the freedom to choose. And I guess that is what it really is about. And if you can please indulge me, I just wanted to read a quick paragraph. Yep. It says, within the freedom to choose are those endowments that make us uniquely human. In addition to self-awareness, we have imagination, the ability to create in our minds beyond our present reality. We have conscience, a deep inner awareness of right and wrong, of the principles that govern our behavior, and a sense of the degree to which our thoughts and actions are in harmony with them. And we have independent will, the ability to act based on our self-awareness, free of all other influences. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, profound words. Definitely really hits the nail on the head about that we need to take that time and opportunity to really, truly understand, and then have that choice of responding. What I found very much is that when we are in that situation of anger, we take a lot of pain and we take a lot of sorrow, and we keep building that pain and sorrow within our heart and our mind, and that makes us ill. And we need to make sure that we offload that pain and sorrow, because if we don't, it deepens, and there's a deep hole. It digs a deep hole within us. And as Sister Jayanti was saying, that we become depressed and we become unhappy. And when we become unhappy, we continuously blame others. We continuously blame the situation. And so she said, we become hopeless, helpless, and we think, well, that's the end of me, and I can't do anything. This is what it is. But really, just this time that we really understand that we have the tools within ourselves to be able to resolve the situation, because it is me that I need to take care of. whatever that circumstances, whatever that situation is of anger, people will forget about it. The situation will dissolve, the atmosphere will change, the circumstances will change. But I'm sitting with it, and it keeps on festering within me, making me ill. So in order for me to release and to let go, the only way is the inward journey, the journey of stillness, the journey of silence. And that inward journey of stillness and silence then starts to release peaceful energy, calm energy, non-violent energy. That vibration starts to release, help me undo all of those negative feelings, whatever I'm going through. And it is only in this time, and I really feel that spending time with ourselves and really truly understanding who am I, understanding the soul, this beautiful being that I am. And when I start to explore and experiment with it, I start to regenerate this energy of feeling good, of positivity, of peace, of calm. And as I then start to generate that energy, that healing of my heart and my mind, free from the sorrow and the pain begins. And I'm able to release, I'm able to let go. I'm able to start to then understand that each and every person and each and every situation is the way it is. That's the way it should be. And so when there's an acceptance within me and the love that starts to generate through these feelings from inside of me starts to melt, starts to diffuse the situation. There's this comforting feeling of being able to start to interact with those people, with the situation, the angry situation that has come up or whatever it is, that helps me to understand, helps me to deal with it, and keeps building my own confidence, releasing this energy of negativity. And I really feel that as I consciously change the quality of my thoughts, I keep on inviting peace and calm, and I allow this helplessness, the situation of rejection, and the response that I give is beautiful, because there's an exchange of positive energy. I see there's some comments on the chat, and I'd just like to share. Caring too much for someone create anxiety and anger emerge. Detach with love and project my actions of harmony. The second one, that is what I find difficult to do, to detach with love and stop caring too much. So there's a profound statement, detach, loving and detached. So the feeling, the detachment is that I am not attached to the outcome. I'm not attached to whether the person is doing the right thing, because I give them the freedom to do what they need to do and to be. So there's no part of expectation. I don't allow myself to be attached to the expectation, because this is the outcome I want. I sow the seeds and reap the fruits and allow others to share that as well. So my loving feeling that I love you as you are, however you are, whatever you are doing, I'm not attached to the outcome. So the detachment is that when I step away from the expectations, I accept as is and what is. I still continue having deep loving feelings and being happy with the situation. Because when we are when we're not detached, the pain and sorrow accumulates in our heart and our mind because we're not able to accept them as they are. And sometimes, yes, we need to let them go and let them be for them to experience whatever is the experience. So sometimes they themselves will experience some sorrow, pain, and that may react, may create an awakening feeling within them, and they then decide to change. So let me not be the controller. Let me allow that experience to take place. Let them explore. Let me not. What I need to do is maintain the loving feeling. So the very beautiful example is of the lotus flower. The lotus flower lives above the muddy water. The roots are connected with, it lives in muddy water, dirty water, but the beauty is above. So the loving and detached, it's loving, it's happy with the water, whatever it is, but the beauty is above. So loving and detachment is a beautiful way of really experimenting with different situations, and then you can see what that true outcome really is. So yeah, I think when we allow others to be who they are, we give them the freedom to do. We allow ourselves to have the good wishes and the pure feelings, and maintain our own peaceful thoughts and happy thoughts. We are detached and loving, always giving our vibrations and energies of calm and peace. But firstly, we have to experience that for our own self. We need to discover that peace, calm, non-violent feeling of either soul, and then I can use it. So and for me, to diffuse the situation is always to step out of whatever the situation is, so that I can think about it. I can give myself the opportunity of seeing as an observer of the situation, and then going inside, connecting to myself. So really, this wisdom that we have, these tools that we have within our own self, let us make use of it, because it's senseless we have a whole box of tools and we don't know how to use the tools or what those tools mean. So giving ourselves that opportunity of spending time with ourselves, keep on internalizing, and then using those tools, understanding how these tools work in my life, how they work for me, how they work for others. And so as we increase our knowledge, our understanding, our wisdom of ourself, of our wonderful qualities that we have, we will definitely simplify our life and experience a life that functions beautifully, that keeps on giving love, keeps on experiencing peace. And this is a wonderful theater of life that we can experience. Let's just see if there's any more thoughts there in the chat. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying, Detach. Okay. Any last comments? Any last thoughts before we do a little meditation?
Thank you. I had posted it to say thank you for explaining detach as well, because one does detach with love.
Yes.
And I think listening to you, I'm taking with me that don't create an expectation or that you are contributing to the outcome. I think it's been a weakness where I've been watching destructive behavior, and I'll be silent. I continue to observe. I continue to give positive vibrations, to the point where I think I've been just taking in the pain
Yeah.
and taking in the pain. And I think to the point where I thought I'm now actually beginning to feel angry myself, about this situation. Yes. And I'm clear that being angry, it's a cancer. That's what
Yes.
I'm watching. That's what I'm seeing.
Mm.
I'm seeing this pain, this person just get into deep pain of a wound that the person is not able to extricate out of,
Yeah.
and continues. And you've summed it for me when I listened to you, and I thought, yo, it's exactly the behavior I've been observing of continued pain, anger, disrespect,
Yes.
and I've tried to be silent, to give positive vibrations. Certain instances, I think it was difficult for me to detach. I would say,
Yeah.
want to engage, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I want to engage. And to the extent where I was reflecting to say it was my engagement, in a way insinuating that I can influence the outcome, which means I think I can control the situation, which definitely I can't, it's out of my hands. Yeah. So I think it's very painful to be observing destructive behavior,
Yes.
because that's what it is.
Yes.
The person is in pain. The person is killing herself. The person is not getting out of continuous cycle of blaming others, being responsible for a situation that is not improving. But I guess with time, the person will see, that she is responsible for
and
her
you just
self-destruction.
Sorry, and you just continue on your end that whenever you are with that person, that your thoughts are never defaming, are never negative. They are always just giving good wishes and pure feelings. And when your persona, your energy, your vibrations and your feelings are then based on that, all I want to do is give you love. I don't want you to see my example, or I don't want you to listen to what I'm saying to you because it's beneficial. Nothing of that sort. That when we continuously give that energy and that vibrations of peace, of non-violence, of calm, of good wishes and loving feelings, then that energy starts to, the person starts to receive, because your energy is clean. You are not giving it because you want them to learn from it. You just want them to experience the power of love, the power of peace, the power of calm. And so just be who you are, be that being who is just giving, just giving. And as you keep giving without having any negative thoughts or that expectations within you, there's something that you're planting. There's seeds that you are planting. And so then it has to give a positive growth. And then something will awaken within the other person, that they are touched by just you remaining stable in yourself without having any negative thoughts, without having any expectations, without seemingly be, I'm right, you should be doing it like this, you harming yourself, you shouldn't be angry. Nothing of
Sure.
that sort. It's difficult. It's very
Difficult,
difficult,
yeah.
because when you are with the person that you care for and you don't want them, but this is how I need to empower myself. I need to make myself strong within. And the more and more I allow this conscious, powerful energy, it will then provide a feeling of comfort to me. It makes me strong. So I must keep making sure that my mind is creating thoughts that are loving, that are positive, and that are powerful. But thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay. So let us take a few moments and create this energy within ourselves, a beautiful, powerful energy to awaken the soul. A few minutes of meditation. Thank you. So be comfortable where you are, just allowing your mind to be calm and cool. And as I turn my attention to that beautiful being, the soul that I am, I feel deeply the sweetness unfolding, the silence that I feel within me. My heart is filled with love, peace, and positivity. I truly am a being of peace. And let me understand and experience this peaceful, loving feeling. The regard for the self is reflected in how I feel and what I feel. The respectful words I use when I talk. My conduct whilst interacting with others. The values I uphold in the decisions I make. All has an impact on either soul. And as I use the wisdom to bring about the understanding that the seeds I sow is the result of the benefit that I will reap. I fill myself with positivity and beauty. The seeds of peace and calm. Wisdom gives me the understanding that life does not function haphazardly. It teaches that everything that happens in this theater of life has deep meaning and significance. So as I deepen my understanding of who I am, my beautiful qualities, this understanding helps me to be peaceful. This peaceful feeling brings comfort to my heart and mind. As I deepen the stillness, the silence within me, it provides me with a powerful antidote to diffuse any pain and sorrow inside of me. The silence allows me to move away from useless thinking, of negative thinking. The silence deeply connects me to the self, the soul. And improves the qualities of my thoughts, words, and actions. The silence allows me to accept, not to react, but to respond with deep understanding, peace, and calm. It allows me to accept each and everyone as they are, who they are. It allows me to choose how I respond. The response diffuses the situation. It allows there to be that peaceful, happy, loving feeling for others to experience. So as I continue on my journey of understanding myself and using my qualities, my treasure that is within me, in whatever I do, when connecting to others, when relating to others, I am spreading loving, happy, peaceful energy. Let me take time today to look at how I deal with situations. What is my response and how I choose to respond? And at the end of the day, check. How did I feel? How did that situation help when I responded, choosing to be calm and peaceful and loving? Om Shanti. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we look forward to being with you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Aruna. It was so
Thank you,
beautiful.
Lakshmi. Thank
Yeah,
you.
looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yes, take care. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
God bless.
Bye.